So in the way the book is laid out for each chapter and each section, it progressively introduces um, a specific topic. So in this example, for wild loops, the first part we introduce slowly through and build up through an example and show how that problem would be solved. As we progress through, we introduce the code from Python and the syntax. And students learn about how to solve this problem and see the code that would be used. Now, as we get to the bottom, the nice part is that we also use Jupyter notebooks. So Jupyter notebooks allow users to try code inline and online without needing a separate integrated environment. So here, we're showing the solution to the problem that was described above for investment. How long does it take for an investment to double? And so the code is actually in Jupyter Notebook. We have the code already there, but it also allows we can run it as it is written, and we will see the answer come out in the terminal below. But what we can also do is students can go in and modify. So instead of it being a 5%, what if it was 6%? They can make a change and run it again and see the actual change in real time without having to download the code in their own integrated environment. They could take this, so if you had an idea for how you want to modify it and ask students to make a modification, they could actually start with this piece of code and modify it and test to see how those modifications affect the outcome. And these are spread throughout the book. In each chapter has multiple instances and for each topic that we introduce. So it gives a lot of hands-on opportunities for students to work and to modify and practice with the actual code. So another great feature of the book is that it was designed for everyone. So thus the title, Python for Everyone. But the layout of the main part of the book was designed for an academic setting to introduce programming and problem solving using Python. But Python itself is a great language for a wide range of problems and for use by a wide range of disciplines. And thus there are a large number of libraries with various tools to solve a variety of problems. So what we've done is we keep the book focused on the foundation and an academic setting, but we've included toolboxes. And there's a wide variety of toolboxes that introduce and explain the use of modules to the students. This one, for example, is working with CSV files. So if you have a spreadsheet, student can take that, convert to a CSV. You can write a Python program and process the data. And in this small example here, we have with books, publication dates and authors with. And so just to go through and read this in, to go through and we introduce, so each of these will go through, shows the data, what it would look like, introduces the various commands that are required, and it builds up a very simple program. And as we go through, it's a real program, a real example, and the various commands. And as we get to the bottom, you then see an implementation. The nice thing with this is that the implementation is in a Jupyter notebook. So they can actually test this right there without having to download it. And so this is an example, the code for the one above. There's a wide range of these. So another one that is available is for plotting. People do plot graphs all the time. And there's a library called matplotlib that allows you to plot a wide variety of graphs. And so we go through and show you how to do a number of those. This one is simply a bar graph, but there are line graphs and as well. And as we go through, with the line graph, and we introduce each of these. So the toolboxes lay out and step students through how to use the various toolbox, not only introduce them, but how to use them in a basic way. And then there are also exercises that are included to allow students to expand upon these at the end of the chapter.